Hi.
Alright, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, this is kind of a weird video for you to just be stumbling on because I'm about to reveal the cover and a lot of details about my second novel, but regardless, hello, my name is Nikki Witt, and this is my book nook, and guys, I am so excited. I've talked a little bit about my next novel on my YouTube channel, but I haven't given you guys the full rundown. I'm way more active on Instagram and on TikTok with like giving little teasers and stuff here and there, but today I'm ready to sit down. I'm ready to tell you just about everything I can tell you until the book is out and you can actually read it. Today I'm revealing the cover for my book. I could just scream. Like, I feel like I am on top of the world right now. I am just like over the moon, so freaking excited. If you are completely unaware, my second novel is coming out April 30th. It is called Something Rad. It is an enemies to lovers fake dating story set in the 80s, and it's very different from my first book, very different from When Fate Breaks, and I just have had so much fun writing it. It has been such a joy, such a pleasure. It's just something that I've put so much of my heart and soul and passion into. The 80s is something that like I just hold so near and dear to me. Like, this has just been such a fun experience to write this book because it's set in high school in the 80s in California, and I mean, my parents went to high school in the 80s. My dad went to high school kind of in the same area that this book is set in, so I've gotten to talk to them so much throughout the process, and you know, just been listening to all my favorite music throughout the entire time, watching a bunch of my favorite movies. Like, this era, this decade is just so special to me and something that I just feel really emotionally attached to. So I dreamed for a long time of writing a book set in that world. I kept telling myself one day I'll do it, you know, like maybe I'll get an idea, I'll keep it on the back burner, and I started to write some other books and some other books that I'm really excited about writing, but this idea just like kept coming back to me, and I was like, you know what, why am I gonna wait to do it? Like, let me just do it now. Let me just start, let me see what I come up with. And guys, I started writing this book and I just simply didn't stop, and now it's a real thing and it is coming out in about 2 months, less than 2 months, and I'm losing my mind. But yeah, guys, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the book, but I feel like before we get into that, I need to just show you the cover, and you just need to see it because I am in love with it. I had the absolute pleasure and honor of working with Sam Palencia from Ink and Laurel. She is a cover designer that I have followed for years now and obsessed over. She has just like skyrocketed. I've always loved her work, but she has been recognized by some amazing authors in the last year, just in the last like 6 months that I have worked with her. She's done covers for B.K. Borison. She did all the covers for the Love Light Farm series, which is one of my favorite series of all time. She did Tara DeWitt's covers. She's worked with Lynn Painter. Most recently, I saw her do an alternate cover for Chloe Leese. Like, she is working with massive authors, and the fact that I now have a cover created by her that my name is on, like, I just feel so honored. She just captured my vision so perfectly. Her process was so incredible for doing this cover. She was so thorough. She listened to every single thing that I said. When she sent me the first sketch of it, I just died. I fell over and died. I was like, you hit it. You hit it so perfectly. She listened to all my little tweaks and my perfectionist little tendencies, and she just fine-tuned it until it was the most amazing thing, and I literally could not be more happy with it. It's so perfect. It so perfectly embodies this book and this story, and I'm just gonna shut up and show it to you. This is the cover for Something Rad, hand illustrated by Ink and Laurel. Guys, I can't wait for you to read this book and then be able to look at this cover again, because every single detail on it is important. Every single thing matters. The characters are just so perfect, exactly how I pictured them, exactly how I wanted them. The locker, everything within it has to do with both of these characters. The vibes, like, I'm sorry, this is the 80s. Like, this is everything that I could have hoped and dreamed for. And you know, we'll get into it a little more, but my main character for this story very much was inspired by Steve Harrington from Stranger Things, Joe Keery. He was straight up my muse for this entire book. I mean, I've loved Stranger Things. I've watched every season. Season 4 was just like next level. I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time going through the motions of watching season 4, and I just adore Steve Harrington. I always have, but he just really speaks to me. I love you know, him visually, how he looks obviously, but like his story, his character development, just everything about him just really resonated with me. And I was like, I would love to write a character inspired by Steve Harrington. Like, I want to picture Joe Keery, Steve Harrington the entire time that I'm writing this book, and that is exactly what I did, and it came through so well on the cover. Like, he is just stunning. I just keep looking at him over and over, and then my female character literally owns my entire heart. I mean, I just adore her. She's so special to me. But yeah, guys, this is the cover. You've seen it. She is beautiful. Let's talk a little bit more, I guess, about what this book is about. So as I've been talking about something rad over the last few months, I've given you guys little details. I've told you about the tropes and stuff, enemies to lovers, fake dating, set in the 80s. Like, I've just repeatedly said that over and over, but I haven't really given you specific details. So the story is set in 1987 in this fictional town called Bayview in California. It is on the outskirts of San Francisco, and it's a very small town where everybody knows everybody. You know, it's set in high school, and our main character is this girl named Sarah Cooper, and she is just a girl after my own heart. I mean, obviously I wrote her, but Sarah is a girl with a lot of talent, a lot of dreams, a lot of aspirations that just hasn't really been dealt the best hand in life. She's from a very young age just known that things were not going to be given to her, and she was really going to have to put in the effort, you know, to get them. She is a part of a family that is just her and her single mother. They've really struggled for a long time. Her mom is a waitress. Money is hard to come by. She has to work long hours. Sarah really just kind of like keeps her head down and keeps her focused. She has one really good friend, but other than that, she stays focused on her studies. She's #1 in her class. You know, she is really involved in the yearbook and the newspaper. She does volunteer work. She volunteers in the library after school. She works at the local movie rental store, and she works as much as she can to save up money so that she can hopefully go to college and also help out her mom where needed. But she just really stays in her bubble and keeps her focus because she knows that high school is not the peak for her. You know, she has dreams and ambitions of, you know, going on. She wants to tell stories. That is really her passion. She wants to tell stories that make people feel something. She wants to make movies, write movies. That is her big dream, and she wants to go to NYU to do that. So that is really her focus and all that she cares about. You know, high school to her is just like a blip on the map. It's just, she's trying to get through it so that she can get to where she really wants to be. So that is Sarah Cooper. And then we have Robbie Summers, who is the total polar opposite of Sarah. The two of them could not be more different. Robbie has been given everything in life. He comes from this family, the Summers family. They are kind of like a legend in their small town. Their family owns the local optometry office, and every single person in his family is a doctor, has been a doctor. His parents both are, all of his siblings are. He really has this path set out for him, you know, that he just has to be willing to accept. He has every possible resource to succeed, but he's just not interested. He just wants to live in the now. He's not concerned with the future. He just wants to, you know, live up his life while he's in high school. He's the star of the basketball team. Every girl in the school wants him. He is a real troublemaker. He gets on all the teachers' nerves. He's always just like causing a scene, has to be center of attention. And, you know, he really doesn't have any concern for other people's feelings because he's never really had to, because people allow him to be that way. He's not very serious. Even now going into senior year, he's just there to have a good time while other people are starting to think about college and their future, and that's not really his thing. So I don't want to give too much away, but those are our two main characters, and I will just tell you that, you know, the two of them, like I said, are polar opposites. They really haven't interacted much throughout high school, even though this is a very small town. They come from two very separate worlds. Robbie is like the most popular guy in school, where Sarah is like the least popular girl in school. And the two of them obviously are going to end up crossing paths. They do not get off to a very good start once they do cross paths, once they do start interacting. And the two of them, you know, we start this story the first day of school, the first day of their last year of high school, their senior year. And over the course of the next few days, each of them encounter a lot of barriers, a lot of challenges. They both are having their own personal issues. And once the two of them cross paths, they realize that the only person that can help them with those issues is the other person. As much as they dislike each other, they both have things to offer each other, and it would benefit the both of them for them to appear to be dating to the school. And that's all I'll really say. So this is a fake dating story. It's very much an enemies to lovers story. You got all the 80s vibes. You got the sort of like opposites attract. The guy, Robbie, is like total Steve Harrington. If you just picture Steve Harrington as you're reading the story, I think you will love it. But yeah, guys, that's all I'm gonna tell you about it right now. If you wanna know more, you're just gonna have to read it when it comes out April 30th. Paperbacks will be available on Amazon and then eventually on Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, all the other places that When Fate Breaks is available. And then it'll be on Kindle Unlimited, just like When Fate Breaks. So if you're a Kindle Unlimited girly, don't you worry, you'll be able to read it. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be here before we know it. I am so excited and so happy to be able to actually talk to you guys about this. This story has been in my head for the last, 7-8 months. It's been like my every waking thought. It's been what I've been working on every single night, full-time employee by day, YouTuber and content creator by evening, and then writer by very late into the night. That's just the life that I live, and I love it so much. I love all the things that I do. I love reading, I love making YouTube videos, but writing is really the thing that just like fuels the fire in me, and it's what I love the most, and it's what I'm the most proud of. So I love being able to share these stories with you guys. I really hope you like it. I think you will. I do. I certainly love it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for your support as always. I couldn't do this without you. That is it for me today. I will talk to you very soon. If you have any questions about something rad, feel free to leave them in the comments. Not promising that I will answer them all, but I will do my very best. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.